In this video, we will discuss about neuropathology of neuropathic pain. So what happens in this case? The neuropathic pain is developed when there is an imbalance between inhibitory interneuron and excitatory interneuron. So how it begins? It begins with this electrochemical with this peripheral isoceptive stimuli are been converted into the electrochemical signal through the pain receptors, and it reaches to the brain. And in order to counteract this pain, there is a downstream signals from the brain that will again reaches to the inhibitory interneuron. And in this inhibitory interneuron, what happens is that there is a formation of this GABA through this process, that is glucose will convert it into the glutamate, and then with the help of GAD it will then convert it into this GABA, and this GABA transport then occurs with the help of these GAT receptors, and in exchange of these Na plus ions or sodium ions, and because of that the GABA will then be interact with can interact with this post synapses receptors, that is GABA, and thereby it will act as a inhibition interneuron. And and what happens in the case of this excitatory interneuron, or how this when these functions get disrupted, that is the formation of GABA is not proper, and this kind of thing occurs during uh, chronic diseases that is related to brain. At that time the GABA formation is not proper. So because of that, the inhibition functions of this inhibitory interneuron is not able to perform properly, and it will create a problem or disbalance between inhibitory interneuron and excitatory interneuron, and that will lead to the more upregulations of this glutamate, SP, BDNF, heparin in the excitatory neuron. And because of the upregulations of these reagents in the excitatory neuron, it will leads to the hyperactivation function of this excitatory interneuron, and that will this imbalance will cause this neuropathic pain that have been observed by the patients who who are affected with this imbalance problems between this inhibitory interneuron and excitatory interneuron, and the interaction and the how they both of these interneuron interacted to each other. They interacted to each other with the help of these gliosides. So uh, because of these gliosides, if there is a because of these gliosides, the inhibitory interneuron and excitatory interneuron will be able to perform its function in balance. And this is what in the healthy humans or healthy persons it has been observed, that is GABA is produced that will act as a inhibitory interneuron, that is it will inhibit this post synapses signals, and at the same time this excitatory interneuron will act as a will act as a will act against this inhibitory interneuron, and thereby it can act as it helps in the post synapses signals transfer, and the receptors that take part in this excitatory interneurons are NMDAR, NK1R, and also this. In this case of excitatory interneuron, the CA2 exchange channel works, whereas in the case of this inhibitory interneuron, the sodium exchange channel works. So these are some of the basic ideas, and this is not only this imbalance is not only occurs during the chronic injury, or it can also occurs whenever there is an injury that has been observed in the nerve or and the neurons. So I hope you got a basic idea about this neuropathology of neuropathic pain. If you need to understand more about this neuropathic pain in detail, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.